well, a lot of people think this man is a future UFC champion. I'm not going to go that far just yet, but in terms of putting together a modern-day mixed martial arts athlete into one package, this kid can do it all.
Yeah, because you watch what you say. Guys like me will just scream, this guy's a future champion, but your word holds value, so you won't do that. But every now and again, there comes a guy that seems to have it. This guy has it. This guy, when you look at him, you see a championship belt around his waist because he can do it all. He's got high-level wrestling, high-level grappling, high-level striking. He reminds me of Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
There was no I wonder with Usman. It was when will it happen? This guy possesses that type of skill.
And he has sort of a championship aura, right? He walks into a fighter meeting, methodically managing his energy. Seems to be the total package. Obviously a perfect test for him right here, right now, at this stage of his career. So all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov set to fight Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
As good a combination of speed and technique as there is in the lower weight classes, Demetrious Johnson back at it here tonight. And when you have as many weapons as this guy does, very difficult for the opposition to try to game plan and figure out what's coming back your way. Demetrious Johnson looking to get off to another fast start tonight.
Beautiful transition.
Inside his closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his pull guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Give me that wrist control. Let's go.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Huge elbow there. Might get the TKO here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Excellent ground and pound there by Nurmagomedov.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike to the body.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up in a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. That was nice.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Nurmagomedov. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly, because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you...
Nurmagomedov's trying for a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount.
Another ground and pound strike lands.
Great defense by this fighter.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Nice defense.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Oh.
All right, here, final seconds of round one. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Points out for the end of round one.
Almost had him out this time. I want you to keep...
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet, because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye. Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Oh, good ground and pound here. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, big shots from the top. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Johnson's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. Single leg takedown. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough.
He's looking for the finish now.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, he has really picked up the pace. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Johnson.
Just work on standing this up. You need to work.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Under a minute to go. Khabib's in half guard now. Making all these shots count.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Johnson. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn...
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tough. Oh, great submission defense.
Time.
10 minutes in the game.
Stop.
So close. This time, you want to get it. So, let's get this fight back down to the ground and start thinking about submissions.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Gotta think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. Greenback, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point. It was accurate.
You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got to fire in my hips, load you up, and throw you. That's exactly what he did. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
That guillotine is tough.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Don Flute choke looks locked in.
He's getting very close to finishing this submission.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Side control. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Johnson's trying for the Kimura submission here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it starts to take on him. Whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight.
Oh, he did a great job.
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
We might get a stoppage here soon. Well, he's got his back now. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transition. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now is time to start being on high alert.
Stay tight.
I'm standing this up. You need to work.
Yep, got to be very careful there. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Johnson's back into full guard.
He passed the half guard.
Side control now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Johnson's eye appears to be closing up by the second. closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Nurmagomedov going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
All right, relax, recover. Nice work. Just like we did in the gym, your grappling looks sick. This round, I want you to go out there and do it again. This guy...
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense, though.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts.
Single leg takedown.
He passes the half.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Nurmagomedov.
And now he's inside. He gets hit with another massive ground and pound strike. He has got to protect his cut.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Nurmagomedov. All right, side control now. Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved into a position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape from it. Oh, to the mouth.
All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd. No surprise there.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet. Trying to recover full guard there. Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Johnson's eye Does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Back mount now. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, attack an armbar. Oh, that's getting deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now.
About the cut. Just protect it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round. Johnson's an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside physician and potentially stop this fight. Double leg takedown lands. Johnson's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
He passes to half guard.
Good work from the top here by Johnson. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position.
That was a slick transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Changing the position. He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Johnson's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is. Clearly the referee keeping a close eye on the fight. Nurmagomedov's back in north-south. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
We might get a stoppage here. That'll do it! Gets the win by TKO.
Oh my goodness.
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the afterparty. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so Khabib Nurmagomedov, your winner by TKO. He excelled on the feet. Ground strikes were there as well, and he gets the finish that he really called for in our fighter meeting a couple days ago.
He thought that he could dominate this fight. He thought that he had more skills and more ways to finish the fight. He gets the TKO victory.